Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn how to reduce XFS file system. Okay, so we know like ext3 ext4 file system reduce, right? So XFS file system is not a direct way. Okay, first what we need to do is we need to take the backup of XFS file system using XFS dump command, and then we need to unmount the file system and then remove the LV whatever created. Okay, and you need to create a new LV with a new size, and you need to make it as a file system and mount back actually, and whatever the dump that you took actually, you need to just restore using XFS restore command. Okay, let's see quickly the practical stuff so that you will get better idea. Okay, so here in this, right, first you need to see which file system that you wanted to reduce the XFS file system. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, or let's take this one. Okay, aura data LV slash aura data is the one, right? So first what you need to do, right, you need to run XFS dump command to take the dump of the data. Okay, let's take slash aura data, give ll. I don't have any files. For example, I'm creating few files here, data, just for testing purpose. Okay, and then I'm saving it, and I'm just creating few files. Okay, so let's say like 10 files we have, so there are few files. Okay, I'm just taking dump of these files. Okay, how to take dump of these files? XFS dump, right, hyphen f. We need to take the dump in somewhere, like for example slash tmp. I'm taking in slash tmp. Okay, data underscore bkp. Okay, and dot dump is the extension that I am keeping it for this file. And for which file system we are taking slash data, right? Just give enter. Right, it is taking it will take like dump of those files, whatever the data it is there. Okay, so please enter variable for this dump session. So I'm giving like a test, for example. Okay, so it is failing. So it is giving an error. So we need to see, actually we need to enter the right command. So xfs underscore xfs dump, right? So xfs dump hyphen f. We need to provide the path, right? So we need to provide the path where we are creating it. For example, data dot bkp dot dump as a name I'm giving, or underscore bkp dot dump. Okay, and here you need to provide what is the for which file system that you wanted to take dump. Okay, so just give enter. It is asking for please enter label for dump session. So I'm giving aura data as a label because the same like file system that I'm creating it. Okay, just give enter, and please enter label for media in drive. So I'm giving the same name. Okay, so for example aura data. Okay, just give enter. The dump is success, right? You can see the stream. This is where like it is getting success. This is the file, right? So if you see let's go to slash tmp and slash aura data, right, bkp dump file. You can see it. These of around if you see the size of it, right, option lh within 29 kb of data. This is the dump of the file system that we took for XFS file system. Okay, now we need to reduce it, right? So how to reduce it? So first we need to unmount the file system. You mount slash raw data that we have. Okay, just unmount it. Later we just need to remove the LV. Okay, to remove the LV remove is the command, and slash date slash database VG, whatever the vision, the LV path we need to provide. Okay, so oracle data underscore lv. We are just removing the lv. Once you remove it, you need to create again a new lv with a new size. For example, if you see here, what was the size for this actually? It was around 39 GB or 20 GB, sorry, 20 GB, right? So we need to reduce it to, for example, just for 5 GB or 10 GB. For example, I'm trying to create for 10 GB. So if you run the vgs command, right, you can see still 54 GB is free, right? So we can create it because space is there. Now we need to create lv. So lv create option capital. I wanted to create for just for 10 GB for now. Okay, maybe 500 GB or 1 TB, whatever the space that you have, you can create it. -n, we can give the name of the LV, right? So what the LV, the same LV we need to give, right? So aura data underscore LV, the same name I'm creating, so same name I'm giving. And what is the VG here? Database underscore VG, right? Just give enter. Yes. And you need to actually convert into a file system, right? So mkfs.xfs and /dev /vg name, so database underscore vg, and lv name, and then lv name is aura data underscore lv. Okay, just done. And then you have already an entry in the fs tab, right? So you can see the entry in the fs tab already, right? So you just mount back. Okay, using mount -a, we just refreshing the fs tab entries, so you can get mount point back. You can see here the mysql, sorry, the aura data, right? So this is the one. You can see 10 GB now. Earlier it was 20, now it is 10, right? So now we are able to reduce, but still if you see /aura data, right, you won't be able to see the data, right? Because we just newly created, we took the dump using xfs dump command, right? So we need to just restore that dump into this file system which we created just now. So we just restore xfs restore -f. We need to provide the file path here, right? So what is the file path? We created in the /tmp raw data dot bkp underscore bkp dot dump, right? And we need to provide a file system, right, /raw data. So it will just copy, right? Resource, I mean restore is success, and you can see it here. And if you see the dump, right? So if you see it here, the data, so give ll, you can see all the files came back. Okay, so this is how, like, you can I mean taking the dump and then removing the lv and creating a new lv and then restoring the dump. That is how you can reduce the file system if you get any requirement for xfs file system. There is no direct way to do that. So for ext3 ext4 I have another video made already, so you can just go through that. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to comment and share, and you can also subscribe to my channel.